When you started as Motherwell manager, I'm sure you were hoping for 2 victories. You've achieved that with a good 1-0 victory over Partick Thistle. You must be pleased.
Yeah, delighted that coming in here 6 points out of 6 is a good start, and I'm pleased for the boys, because again they've gone and put a good shift in. A little bit frustrated second half because we didn't come out, we didn't start it very well, and then it's difficult to get in your rhythm again, especially when the opposition are in the ascendancy. So but you have to give credit to the opposition at times and say they did press you back, but when we lost possession, we didn't use it very well, and that caused our own problems. But first half, I thought we were very good. We moved the ball well, we were bright, we were inventive, and that's what we've been trying to get, and that's what we've been asking for.
I suppose the only frustration of the first half, if you like, is that we didn't extend the lead further, because after we went 1-0 up, I think we had about a good wee 10-15 minute spell there and created 1 or 2 chances. Yeah,
I felt as though there was some good efforts on goal and good chances to create the opening there, and but for the final ball or the final finish, it just wasn't there, and we couldn't capitalise on the good possession and the good play that we had. And again, the frustrating thing, we say the right things in the dressing room, the boys say the right things, but we didn't get started, and we didn't get a foothold in the second half there. So plenty to work on still, and no one's getting carried away for sure. But I saw some good things in that first half to go and build on, and some poor things that we need to address.
You had some great success in that first half with Ainsworth down the right flank. I thought he gave their makeshift fullback, if you like, a bit of a torrid time, and you capitalised that quite a lot, I thought.
Yeah, and again it made a change in the second half. They moved someone out of the midfield to go and play in at left back, and I felt we could have got Lionel on the ball that little bit more. Was it the case that we panicked in possession, or they pressed us more? Probably a bit of both, and we've got to learn to use that ball better, because once you start giving it away, you're chasing for a long time, and against better teams they'll punish you.
I suppose it was inevitable they were going to come out like that, though. Obviously there was a poor first half from their point of view, so I'm sure you were saying to your players at half time they're going to be a reaction from them.
There was always going to be a spell, and again you've got to manage the game, and you've got to understand when when to be open and when to be compact, and at times we were far too open. We didn't regain our shape, should I say, quick enough, and it caused ourselves problems because he started to get the boy Lawless on the ball, and he was in good areas, and he was getting in areas where we were trying to get Josh Law in the first half.
But I suppose when you look at the game through a fresh pair of eyes, if you like, or a bit more relaxed, given the result, actually the defence protected the goalie a lot, and when you look back at the 90 minutes, Dan's not had massive amounts to do.
No, you're right in that respect, and that's pleasing because people did get their head on the ball in danger areas. People did throw themselves in front of the ball, and we did sort of last ditch tackles were the order of the day, but I feel as though we should get better positions that it doesn't get there, and again that's a frustrating thing for a coach or manager. You're never satisfied. Yeah, you've come away with the points, but we could have made it far easier for ourselves, and then the end there we could have finished it off. Bit of composure in front of goal on a couple of occasions, and again seeing out the game better.
You've honestly stole my next question. Obviously, even despite their pressure, Urban's had a chance. I think Henrik's went through near the end as well. You could have made that a wee bit more handsome in the end, I suppose, in that sense.
Yeah, and you're perhaps hoping that someone like Lee Irwin, who's not had a great deal of game time, goes and finishes off something like that, because it gives him a bit of confidence going into the next game. But wasn't to be, and his fresh pair of legs drove them back into areas that they didn't want to be. So it was good in that respect that he managed to get on, and again everybody's gone and played the part to get the 3 points, which again is a pleasing thing for the squad.
I don't want to harp on about it, I suppose, but is it inevitable, I suppose, given the fragile nature of confidence in football, the way we've been, that players do drop back like you were talking about there, and do invite people on? It's just almost psychological as a coach. It's very hard to do anything different from the sideline.
The first Saturday I was here, when I watched the Ross County game, we defended and defended deeper and deeper, and weren't able to press in the middle of the park. And it has a knock-on effect. It's like dominoes. If something's not quite right, then it's going to have an effect on something else somewhere else on the park. So again, it's working with the players. And more time that we work on the training pitch, we'll get that right.
I suppose as well, wins breed confidence as well, and all of a sudden, the more wins, the more the players believe, and that doesn't happen.
Yeah, the bottom line is that we have got the result. We have got the 3 points, and we've first time we've done back-to-back victories this season. So again, something to give ourselves a pat on the back with, but again, as a coach and a manager, never satisfied.
You've not got a lot of time to prepare for the next game. Hamilton Accies coming in 4 days. It's a Lanarkshire derby. They've had a great, first half of the season. Fantastic from their point of view. It's going to be a difficult one for us, but I'm sure one you'll be laying down a challenge to these players. Can we make it 3 from 3?
Well, let's realise it's a local derby. There's a bit of pride at stake. I don't like getting beaten by anybody, but if it's your neighbours, and I'm living in Hamilton now, so I don't want to go back there on the back of a poor result. But so no, we'll prepare right. The players are in tomorrow. We make sure we get the right amount of work on them, and it's all about recovery now, getting ready for the next game.
Thanks, Ian. Well done.
Thank you.